I'm gonna go as my hardcore character. Alright, hardcore character. Oh yeah, I forgot I got a very good boy. Forgot all about that. I forgot that's an account-wide item.
He's supposed to be a fight I can't win.
Well, were you trying your best to win that fight?
Well, yeah.
Makes sense. It's a motherfucker with like sword and shit. It's obviously gonna win against another motherfucker with a sword and shit. Who's, well, someone who's more skilled with a sword is obviously gonna win. Just cutting down boxes. Gonna get the loot. Cutting down boxes. Gonna get the loot.
Keep moving.
Oh my god. Now that I think of it though, if I'm cutting down boxes, right, with my sword, would that make me a woodcutter? They're made out of wood. Oh my god. Oh my god! I'm a woodcutter! Oh yeah. Fucking hell, I forgot to get the fucking key cards. I almost said key card there. I was like, key card? That's what I was thinking in my head. I almost said key card. As in like G-E-Y. As in like key card. Instead of key card. This is a hardcore character, so if I die, I'm dead for good.
Please be quiet for a little bit. Heavy duty cutscene right now.
Heavy duty cutscene, alright, I'm quiet as all hell. Oh my god. There are walking trees. Dead walking trees, I should really be saying. You know, I've never in my entire life have said I've actually like seen like anyone in this game have like
I am not listening at all.
Speed runs. Oh wow. That headshot killed him really well. Well, it's weak point damage. It's literally bullshit amounts of damage. It is just literally bullshit damage. Like, you can hit weak point damage up to at least quadruple digits, which is 1,000 odd. I even know someone who can actually hit like 10,000 on one of the bosses. But the thing is, though, was that in order to do that, he had to,
I did mention I'm not listening, right?
and
Cutscene.
you do know that I'm streaming.
Oh, is there anyone in the stream?
Not yet, not that I know of. Also, I don't know if there's gonna be anyone in the stream, to be honest.
Ah.
Oh. Oh no. Oh god. How did that not hit me? I am curious to how that did not hit me there. Hmm. Kai,
Yeah.
you want to know something I actually read online about the Warhammer 40k universe, right? Is that there's literally badass nuns from outer space. Well, badass nuns that are part of the Imperium, that use churches as drop pods into battles. They drop churches into battles. Like, I'm not talking about like a drop pod shaped like a small church. I'm talking about like literal like drop pods that are massive and are actual churches. And they blare like holy music and war music from their frigates in low atmosphere. Also, they shower holy water all over the battlefield as well. They can literally stave off demons, as in banish demons, from just being on in an area, basically. They can literally like just banish demons because their faith is that strong. Please say this hits. It missed. Alright. Haven't had any of the... I haven't had any of the tree guys run after me yet. Wait. Kai.
Mm.
The tree creatures have roots for legs, right?
Mm.
And the roots wiggle when they go towards them. The roots,
Don't you dare say it.
the roots wiggle woos confirmed? The root wiggle woos confirmed. Yeah, right. Right. Please don't attract attention. I attracted attention. Oh wait, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I'm supposed to be going back to the fucking... I'm supposed to be going back to the ward. Opening that fucking door thing. Getting like... Oh my god. What the fuck am I doing? I almost forgot about the fucking... The free fucking trait point and the perk Elder Knowledge. I almost fucking forgot about that. My hatred for wiggle woos are never ending. If anything even has tentacles on it, it's classed by a wiggle woo and deserves to die. Which, by the way, there ain't that many enemies in this game that have tendrils, so they get to live. Well, they get to die a less painful death, as in literally one shot to the head. So they don't even know what happened. But you know, it's literally how I do things. Also, I'm so sorry, by the way, making that joke about the root being wiggle woos, because technically they would never be wiggle woos because their entire body would have to be wiggling. A bit like the wigglers from... bit like the Wigglers from Monster Hunter.
God, I love Wigglers.
Wigglers.
They're so cute.
They are cute, but they're Wigglers and they must die. They're Wigglers. Oh God, now I think of it. I had a bunch of them in my fucking house. In my room in Monster Hunter. They've probably wiggled all the place up. Oh no! And there's this Kai here being dead silent. The only thing you can hear from him is his breathing. It's like he needs to talk anyway. It's just me going on a tangent of how I hate Wigglewoos. Wigglewoos are anything that wiggles and is alive. None of
Wiggle,
that
wiggle,
fucking...
wiggle, wiggle.
No! No, you're turning into a Wigglewoo!
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
No! You wanna know something absolutely crazy though? Wait. Oh my god. Kai. Kai.
Yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Don't stop it!
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy torturing you with this.
Unless I can actually physically see you wiggling. Saying wiggle, wiggle, wiggle doesn't do anything. Although I am picturing of like I'm just picturing of like a wiggler now, just wiggling. Fucking Wigglewoos. They almost...
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh god, I pictured, when you did that, I pictured the Queen Wigglewoo.
Wiggle!
No, the Wigglewoos are evil. Don't give in to that temptation, they're evil. Maggots are Wigglewoos. Worms are Wigglewoos. Kai wiggled once, he's a Wigglewoo. I shall not embrace the Wigglewoos. The Wigglewoos. I shall not embrace them.
Andre,
Wiggle, 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 wiggle,
but you
wiggle.
have though, like,
No, I haven't.
when you scratch
God
your
damn
back
it.
on the door.
I'll be back.
No! No! I'm not a Wigglewoo! I'm not a Wigglewoo! I'm not a Wigglewoo! You know, for my like subscriber like notification, right? I'm just gonna have a fucking gif of a worm just wiggling on the ground. Well, not like a worm, more like a cartoon worm just wiggling on the spot. I swear, if someone actually makes that now, I'm gonna be both happy and kind of sad because it's still a Wigglewoo, and I don't like Wigglewoos, but I'd put it as my like thing. Oh my god, the Wigglewoos are coming. Oh no, they're coming. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to get the key. Oh, the wiggle woos. Jack has became a wiggle woo loving son of a bitch. My undying hatred of wiggle woos shall grow. You know what my sub notification will be when it pops up? It'll just be me going, "Oh no, the wiggle woos, no!" It'll just be a recording of me doing that. I bet you I've confused probably people on Twitch. Yeah, I'm a very confusing person. Oh shit. There's a worm at the bottom of my garden, and his name is Please Fucking Die! That is basically my hatred for wiggle woos. Wiggle woos right there.
All because of that one time with the maggots.
All because of that one time with the maggots. One touched my foot, and that was enough.
Wait, was it barefoot?
Barefoot.
Oh god.
Felt really soft and smooth, but it was barefoot. I almost barely even noticed it was there. I had to look down to see what the fuck was touching me. There was one of them on my foot. Not actually on my foot, but underneath one of my toes. And knowing me, I lifted up my foot, almost fell into the pile of maggots, what my brother dropped on the floor, the fishing ones, and that was it basically. That was it. Now we're not talking about like, we're talking about like maggots and corpses type of maggots, so of course I'm freaked out over those type. Even though eventually when I die, if I'm not cremated when I die, like my rest of my family have been when they die, like I don't know why, but my family believe in cremating cremation they do when people die. This got really dark, I know, but that reflexes though. Oh yeah, I meant to put points into my elder knowledge. I don't really care about. Oh great. Um. Oh no. Oh, Sage Stone. Okay, Sage Stone. That would do for now. Sage Stone is really good because if I remember correctly, Sage Stone is the one that gives you more XP. Yeah, increase experience gain by 30%. That comboed with um, that comboed with um, that comboed with Eslon's band can actually be very nice because you know you've got more health and you're tanky and you literally cannot be killed that easy. Also, a very, very interesting thing though is that when you get the trait vaccine, yes, there's a trait called vaccine. When you get the trait vaccine, is that um, put all the points you can into it. I'm not talking about like put all the points that you can into it because it prevents, well, it lessens the build up of elemental status effects. So that means it'll lessen the build up of corrosion, fire, corrosion, fire, ice, especially ice. Ice slows you down. That's the worst one. Next to corrosion, at least. Corrosion like halves your arm, so you're literally just like a walking, a walking. You're literally just a sitting duck then, because there was an armor you could get later on, which is called Leto's armor. Well, Leto's set, and that armor is very fucking good. I mean it. in a terms of like, holy shit, this could get me through all the game, to holy shit, this could get me off through the whole game, and the DLCs. Right, so please do not say I attracted all the attention by doing that. I didn't. Oh, thank fuck. Because if I get any attention on me from, you know, these little root hollows, I am basically screwed. I don't mean like screwed to the point where I'm going to die, but if I get a big guy on me, he's gonna do a lot of damage. So I'm trying to avoid all I can. I am. All I can to get spotted by these things. Seems like I got spotted by two of them there. That is bad. This is like... I thought I just heard one running at me there. This is like... literal, like... anxiety inducing. Kind of. Maybe a little. But yeah, basically, there is a trait I'm going to be investing points into called Shadow Walker. And with Shadow Walker, it makes it so I'm less likely to be detected while I'm on the move. I have done tests on this to find out that it does indeed, like, increase how close you can get to an enemy when you're crouched. Hence, you know, the term Shadow Walker. But I can be right here, and that enemy there cannot see me. I'm actually going to take out that enemy now. Because those ones, that thing I just killed there, they are absolute bastards. Those are like the worst ones you can have come after you. They basically run at you and do this little squeaking noise, and then they just explode on you. And they inflict root rot, which root rot is a bad thing to be inflicted by. It is not a good thing to be inflicted by. My nephew, Kai, by the way, who's actually in the party with me. My nephew Kai, by the way, was so paranoid about being inflicted with root rot that... Oh, fuck. Was so paranoid by being inflicted with root rot that he literally, no joke, literally got armor to make him very resistant to root rot.
76 root rot resistance.
He was that paranoid of being infected. That's what the status effect, by the way, is called.
Well, it's because you farm the bloody sewers.
Well, yeah, there's that. I'm gonna let these explode. I am. Actually, I think I can explode them. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's the effect right there at the bottom of my screen. I just got inflicted a little. Just a little. Not a lot. Of root rot.
You know how you usually have to use oil skin tonics
Yeah.
to get rid of it when it's fully affected you? Twisted Armor removes that.
Yeah, Twisted Armor actually gives you somewhat of a drainage on it. It's like that when you like max out it's like that when you max out vaccine as well. If you have it filled up, it actually starts draining despite it being full. Like it literally gives you protection against it. That's why I like that's why I like that trait so much. And if I were to go on my other character, I'd show you that trait. In fact, I haven't really got like a schedule for this stream. I've never had schedules. And yeah. Okay. So I need to check to see if there's any enemies to my right. Oh, there's some to my left. Is there an enemy over there? Oh, there's an enemy over there though. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is actually helping quite a bit. This sage ring is, the sage stone is. 30% increased experience gain though from killing enemies. And this game, by the way, is heavily based on RNG. It is. It's heavily based on random chance. Maybe not all the way, but it is.
It was RNG to get most of the packs in the game.
Yeah.
Well, most of the really good packs.
Like for example, oak flesh.
Bark skin.
Bark skin. That was it. Bark skin.
Oak flesh is Skyrim.
Yeah, I got mixed up. All right, they're both RPGs. My immediate assumption of this being a Elder Scrolls game just made me say oak flesh. Speaking of like Skyrim and shit like that, I really need to start getting into Elder Scrolls Online again, because I have a character in Elder Scrolls Online. I even have one of the expansions. Oh. Oh, it's one of those guys. Yeah, I was fearing this. I am not happy. Literally one of those guys. There's only one way for him to come from. Wait, really? He doesn't know I'm here? Really? Okay, What? No way. Oh, come on, really? I alerted an entire horde. Okay, you can deal with. You're easy to deal with. I, however, do the other things, though. And the other things being a root brute gunner and the guy with the two swords. Especially the guy with the two swords, because he blocks your hits with his swords. He does. He blocks all your hits and all your shots. There's literally no way of getting around his attack at all. Like, you have to basically just take the hits at that point, and it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Fuck. Also, yeah. Also, I'm gonna tell you about a story of a teacher.
Ooh, why
Well, not
why
really
will Duck just not stop screaming?
teacher.
He's already been saved.
Wait, why would he not stop screaming?
He just keeps screaming. He got saved. I did the glitch.
Not many people will be watching Remnant from the Ashes, to be honest, on Twitch.
So what's that story?
Oh yeah, story about this this teacher I had in school, by the way, when I was about really young. She was, let's just say, she was a good person. It's just like the way she the way she went around talking to children. I'm not saying that she was, or she wasn't necessarily the nicest person, but she was a decent person. And I remember one of the kids in school, by the way, that was in the class with me, and they asked if they could have a drink of juice because they had juice in their bag. And she literally, let's just say she was kind of a Karen in a way. She scoffed at the child and said, "A drink of juice? What do you think this is? A drink of juice? Do you think this is a nursery or something like that?" she was a bitch, just say that. She was an absolute bitch. Like, they simply just asked that they could have the drink of juice out of their bag, and she literally just went off and said, and I quote these exact words: "Ha, a drink of juice. How pathetic. This is you eat at home now. You can't just ask me for those types of things." And I actually remember hearing news from the next day that she actually got fired. She did. And the thing is, it was like she wasn't unjustly fired. She was fired because she was literally being a snobby bitch to like a 6 or 7 year old child. Literally a snobby bitch. And I mean like a proper snob. Like, she literally put like entitled parents in today's age to shame. She was that snobby. She got fired for several reasons, actually. One of them is being a snobby bitch to students. Another one was from her stealing other teachers' food. Another one being that, you know, she was actually, she actually like had some past criminal records that she never informed the school about. And yeah, she literally, I don't remember her name or anything. Like, she's one of those teachers that kind of just went out the back of my mind and fucking out of the window. Like,
Giggity, I'm back.
oh good. Yeah, I was telling my nephew about the story about this fucking teacher that I had in school. She was literally like, she was literally a like, yeah, I need to tell Jack about the story. Yeah. Yeah, this teacher in my school, by the way, this was like back when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I actually remember the story very fondly because the thing is, though, was that this teacher was actually a pretty decent person. She was actually not that. She was actually, well, she was pretty, pretty bad. She, let's just say, yeah, Jack. Have you been listening, Jack, or? No, he's gone. He's gone. He is. But anyway, I'm gonna continue telling you it then, Kai. Anyway, yeah, several reasons why she was banned. She was like kicked, well, fired from that school was because I can't remember her name, but I never actually told my parents about this. I actually never told my parents about this. I literally kept this. I literally like got reminded of this right now because, you know, you know, oh yeah, Kai, what was the name of that teacher, by the way? Mrs. Ford, weren't it?
Yeah.
The one that literally got banned from being near any children or anything like that. She ended up in jail and everything. Like, she literally ended up in jail, didn't she?
Yeah,
For
for a
literally,
while.
yeah, one of my nephew's, teachers, by the way, Jack, right? One of my nephew's teachers, by the way, Jack, literally got, like, um, literally got arrested. Literally got arrested, by the way, and got banned from working in schools, and she wasn't allowed anywhere 10 feet from a child. That's how bad she was. She even served some time in jail. She did.
Yeah, so did one of my other math teachers. It's unknown whether or not it was true, but he was arrested for rape.
Do you remember that math teacher's name?
No.
No, it's like that one time where I'm just like, it's like that one teacher from my old school who, it's to say this teacher was kind of, see, when I say that this teacher is pretty decent, but also kind of a bitch, I mean like, she was like one of those decent type of people that have like, that are very confusing to understand at all. I mean, like, she was a nice woman. She was. Yes, it was a woman. And she also had, like, whenever she was telling kids off, she would them off in, like, the most snobbiest way possible. And that actually led to her being fired because of that.
Who you on about?
Oh,
Yeah, my sister actually had a few teachers like that got fired. They just didn't have a personality for teaching. Chick was a substitute. Got fired, or got around. She can no longer be a teacher. But what do you expect from some bitch who willingly hits the children?
Oh, this one didn't have like physical contact though. She didn't hit children. I know this very much because if she would have, the head teacher of that school, by the way, who was called Mr. Rangecroft, yeah, Mr. Rangecroft. I remember his name because he was a fucking legend. He was. He was an
What
absolute
school are you on about?
legend. I'm talking about Studfall, the school I went to as a kid. Studfall, which is like near the corporation. It's called corporation is this little shop area, this little like series of shops. But no, the cooperative. That was it. It's called the cooperative. That was the name of this little shop there was, and I can't remember the name of the road, but all I know is that the name of the road sounded pretty cool. But it was like, it was like, it was literally near. It's literally near like, you know how Granddad used to live in the old Trent Road area, right? Used to live in Trent Road, that place where like the 3-story houses.
Mm.
It was basically literally just like 3 streets away from there. It was that close to there. And of course, like, me growing up and all that, I had an abusive stepmother, obviously. Like, she wouldn't, like, physically hit me. I would never say that because she never.
Mental abuse.
It's more of like she used to call me a little bastard and devil just because I
Yeah,
wasn't related to
mental
her.
abuse.
Also, she used to come home extremely drunk. Like, I mean, like, to the point where she couldn't even speak. It was all slurred and all that. You know, Elaine, that's her. That's the bitch that literally caused all of this. Me and your mum would have still been living with Grandad if it weren't for her. Me and your mum would have still been living with Grandad if it weren't for her coming into our lives. That's how much of the family she has destroyed.
Mentally abusive monster.
She's like, I don't know, like, people have been saying that she's changed now, but she still has that whole, like, snarky, disgusted look whenever she looks at me. I don't know if that's because her
Then yeah,
personality.
why do people even meet her? You guys should honestly just go no contact and cut her out completely.
The thing is, though, is that
Like
don't talk
removing
to
a
her.
tumor.
We literally, like, don't talk to her unless she talks to us. I remember this one time when she tried to call me a little bastard and devil, and I said fuck off to her, I did. I literally said, you're gonna fucking start this right now, I swear to God. That's what it was like to her. I was. I was literally pissed, and she backed up the second I started,
Before
like, bad
before
mouthing her
they
like
moved
that.
house,
Before they
she
moved
thought
house.
she thought it'd be a great idea to get drunk and throw my Kindle on the floor. You know, my old one.
Oh, the one before it got vomited on by one of the cats.
I'm having a big feeling it's probably Bandit who threw up on it. Since
Bandit, Luna, I don't know.
Luna doesn't go near my room.
Luna only goes near your room when she wants something. And you know that.
Or she just wants to.
When
Or she
she's...
just wants to lie underneath my bed for some reason.
Yeah, that's probably what she even goes in there for. Is to relax. Hello, Archer. But yeah, I remember this, like, bitch in school so fondly. She has still never been in comparison compared to my stepmother. Never in comparison. Like, yes, she was a snarky bitch and all that in school. This teacher was. But overall,
I'm
she
probably
was...
gonna leave the party, honestly, because I really want to listen to this game.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
See ya, Coco. I wish you luck with your stream, okay?
Alright, I'll see
I'll
ya.
be back in a moment.
And thank you for that, man. Yeah, he's... Like, yeah, you know, by the way, each and every time, by the way, when Elaine, I'm not even gonna call her mother. Well, yeah, I'm not even gonna call her mother. Elaine, by the way, was, let's just say each time when she got the police called on her, right?
Mm?
And
Wait,
she
who are you
had,
on about?
Elaine, I'm talking about.
Okay.
Each time when she got the police called on her, by the way, and the police recommended to never let her back in, you know what Granddad would always do? He
What?
would let her back in. To be honest, I don't blame the guy. He was probably feeling lonely, and the only people that he had was me, your mum, and Mark at the time. Which, by the way, during all that bullshit, when she was being abusive to me and Debbie, and well, she's being mostly abusive to me, but when she was being abusive to me and she was getting drunk and having like these fucking crazy raving things, like she was literally a psychopath when she was drunk.
Yeah, it's funny. She's still on Weight Watchers.
And she's still in Weight Watchers. I lose with some weight myself, actually. I'm a pretty fat fuck as it is. Yeah, it's besides the point. But the point is, though, it's that she literally, like, when the police told my dad to not let her back in, to never let her back in, right, he did. I wouldn't be surprised if at one point she would have actually got arrested. On the spot for how many times the police have been called on her. My dad, my fucking dad would never press any charges on her each time he fucking called the police on her. Like, he would never press charges on her. I'm not even pissed off at my dad. I'm pissed off at the fact that she just came into our lives and fucked everything up. Also, by the time, by the way, Mark was long gone, by the way, during all the times where she had those, like, psychotic episodes when she was drunk. Mark was,
Long gone.
bam, he fucking immediately left that house and moved in with Nana. He did. He literally, bam, left that house and moved in with Nana. He had Nana's phone number and everything, and he straight out the door with all his stuff. The only thing he left behind was a shitty little computer that was like 12 years old at the time. He's obviously, you know, grown.
Well, I mean, it's better to have to deal with someone who smokes than
Someone who has an alcohol issue. Because alcohol can lead to, basically, it can lead to a lot of violence. That's why I don't like alcohol. That's why I will never drink alcohol. Literally, Elaine has set an example for me to never drink alcohol in my entire life. Because I would never want to be like her. I would never want to do anything of the sort what she had done. None of the sort. Like, I'm not even joking. When I was literally just like 10 or 11 years old, by the way, she would literally bust in my room purposely wake me up just so she could shout at me. Just so she could shout at me.
It
And
reminds
the
me
only
of a certain
reason
person.
why she was doing this was because I was not related to her. Because I was not related to her. That's the only fucking reason she did all that shit. And this is why I've always advised you when you were younger to literally stay away from her. And I remember that always you would ask me why, and now you know.
Well, some.
Like, I'm not talking about, like, she would wake me up.
Just saying, I may have found a spare. Well, I may have found a potato knife underneath a bed, and I started hiding it. You wanna know something? One time they didn't even give me a mattress. Because they were that drunk, they forgot to give me a mattress.
And they said that they stopped drinking.
No,
Well,
that was before
they
moved into.
I know Dad. I know my dad at that point though probably did stop drinking. I'm pretty sure he did. I know they.
When that happened, he was still drinking a lot at night.
Well, they needed to sort their lives out, to be honest. I'm not angry at my dad at all. I'm not angry at him. I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at Lane. I don't give a fuck what he does. He's my dad. I'm always gonna love him. I'm not ever angry at him. I'm just angry at the fact
at least
that
you get the privileges to say that.
Well, yeah, you kinda don't, because your dad's, you know, painful memories for you. See, I am like literally like I would love to like I would literally love for people to literally go on a whim. Like, I'm gonna die. I didn't die.
Well, you're just saying it's pretty painful to sleep in a bit more like a 90-degree angle on only metal bars.
I'm wondering, when she was drunk, right, did she ever, like, say anything nasty to you? Like, proper nasty, like what she said to me and shit. Like, you little bastard and devil. And something about religion and shit like that.
That religion part only mentioned once, to be honest.
Like, I ain't Christian. I'm atheist. I respect people's religion, but I will never follow religion. This is me as a person. I respect it. If someone wants to literally pray to some higher power that's somewhere in the universe, they can.
I'm okay with people that believe in a type of god.
Like, I'm okay with, like, people believing in, like, religion. Like, if you want to, like, say, for example, Buddha, people, like, practice like Buddhism and all that, I'm okay with that. I'm completely fine with that. I'm not a person who would like say, can you prove this God exists? Because I simply just ain't that type of person.
The thing I find pretty funny about uh, like people will be like, the funny part about God or Jesus, that it's the entire thing of him dying then coming back. It's funny to think of for me.
Well,
like
it's
I don't really care what they're on about. I'm just,
you know when you were in like school, by the way, the school that you went to.
which one?
Not the one that you're in now, but the one before. The one that you were in before, right?
Alright, so the one that was in
Hazel
the
Lee's, that was it. Hazel
yeah.
Lee's. Did you have to like sing like Bible verses in that school? Because I had to do it when I was in stud farm.
The thing that annoyed me is that they forced you to do the entire religion stuff. They forced you to take those lessons.
Well, I had to learn about religion as well in school.
Like, I don't need to learn about religion when I already know about the religion.
Like, Christianity is a very complex religion. Like, there's so much what people believe in.
I mean,
Christianity is okay.
The way how I jokingly put it is, some man dies, comes back, and we celebrate with chocolate eggs.
Yeah, we celebrate the rebirth of Christ, which makes no sense and all that. It makes sense to Christians because obviously
like the thing that confuses me is the entire Virgin Mary thing.
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
But that's besides the point.
Yeah. I don't normally talk about religion that much.
And also, the worst part is that they forced you to do all the Christmas songs and all that.
Oh, Christmas songs I can understand. I had to do all of them when I was in school as well.
No, there's no option. You're forced to. So, you don't. The thing is, it should be an option to learn about religion.
See,
because if you don't want to learn about religion, then you shouldn't have to.
It's so crazy to think, though, that there's so many religions in the world, what people, like, believe in, that, you know...
You know, the thing I find funny is, I'm okay with normal Christian people, but the Karen versions, though, the ones that think I'm right because I believe in God. Jesus.
See, I'm not really a person that would talk about, like, religion. Like, religion is good. It's, if it weren't for religion, then humanity probably would have never, like, moved on forwards. Because it was because of religion that we actually kind of got technology and shit like that. Because of the need of mankind to constantly expand into new territories.
Because of religion, we have weird holiday things.
Because of religion, we have like Christmas, we have Easter, we have Halloween. It's all because
I
of
don't
religion.
like Halloween.
Halloween is okay. The only
There's
time
a difference between Halloween everywhere else and Halloween around my area. Halloween around this area is more of a bunch of people setting off fireworks for some reason, shouting at each other, drinking. Actually, no, that's not even just Halloween, that's every day.
people at your end.
The people on my end are crazy.
Good thing that we're in tier 4 now, because all public places are now closed.
Like daycare, they don't wear a mask. They don't wear masks at home, and they go in large groups.
Well, they're still not able to go into pubs at least. Shops, yes, but no pubs.
Doesn't stop them from buying a crap ton of beer and all that.
Yeah, but you also gotta remember though, alcohol is like another ways people have like, it's another way for people to like, it's another way for people to basically, how can I put this? It's another way for people to stay sane because like alcohol is normally associated with like celebration. Like alcohol is basically a double-edged sword. Give the wrong person alcohol, they basically are like a ticking time bomb until they start going into a rage. Give the right person alcohol, he's completely chill. He's probably one of the most chill guys in the fucking pub. It's basically a double-edged sword. Except, you know, this double-edged sword has a higher chance of cutting into you than other people. Because, you know, your motor skills might get really sloppy. Because, you know, the effect what alcohol has.
I think my least favorite thing about here is the entire thing of the fact that on one end there's junkies, on the other end there's just people who have way too many fireworks.
We both live in the shady area of this town now. Like, I do not want to mess around with these, so... Oh, fuck, it's one of those guys. It's one of these guys. Oh, fuck. Right, so basically I'm going to, for the rest of the stream, I am going to talk about other things. I am. Because talking about religion and all that is just not good. It's very touchy subjects, that is. Just also, by the way, when I was back in that school, by the way, I'm just gonna let you this now. Back in that school, by the way, whenever I was listening to the children sing the Bible verses, by the way, I used to do that awkward little that rock back and forward thing whenever music was on. I still did that when I was that young. When I was 6, all the way till I'm an adult, I did that, and I still do it now. When I'm listening to music, I rock back and forward. Wait, really? The puffy dude did not see me? Wait, did I get spotted there? Or was that just a false from that guy? It was a false from that guy, okay. See, it's very, very hard to like... It's very, very hard to associate like what these like grunts and all that from these things are, because when they spot you, they basically go and then they just go with their fucking arms because, you know, they're having a temper tantrum from you just being there. Like that. They just did it then. And basically, if you were a new player to the game and you heard that, you'd be questioning what that was. Just like what me and my nephew were before we got mauled to death by them because they swarmed us. Yeah, my nephew wasn't prepared either. Despite him realizing that there was creatures coming after us the last second. We could have easily just prepared ourselves then, but knowing us back then, we literally just walked into this game like someone walking into Dark Souls for the first time. You don't know what the fuck you're doing at all. You don't know what you're doing. Also, Twitch staff, I am sorry that we started talking about religion and all that during the stream, because even though I'm not really a guy who talks about it too much, it's just I respect it. I respect religion. Oh. I've only had one viewer out of all of it. One viewer. Bet you that's Johnny Big Balls. I'm gonna go back to Ward 13 and I'm basically going to end the stream then. Also, still sorry that me and my nephew mentioned about religion. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll see you guys next stream. Also, this will probably be uploaded to YouTube as well, so there's that. I'll see you. Bye. Goodbye.